Survival horror is a subgenre of action-adventure and scary video games that centers around the endurance of the character as the game attempts to alarm players with either enormity graphics or startling vibe. In this video, I will show you some best survival horror games for Android and iOS. So without any further ado, let's start this video. The first game of this video is Dead Effect 2. Dead Effect 2 is the most current installment in the critically praised Dead Effect franchise. With smooth visuals, a deep plot, and RPG elements, this activity science fiction shooter aims to push the boundaries of first-person shooters to new heights. The nightmare isn't over yet. Return to the murkiness on board the S Meridian. With a large array of upgradable weaponry, rigging, and inventive body implants, you may take on the game's intriguing tale. In the collegial or PvP multiplayer mode, complete single-player missions at your movement or charter with your friends. Next up, we have the Five Nights at Freddy's. Welcome to your new brand summer work at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where children and guardians seek the same diversion and food to the extent of the eye can see. The primary fascination is Freddy Fazbear, obviously, and his two companions. They are animatronic robots, modified to satisfy the groups. The robots' conduct has gotten to some degree unusual around evening time nonetheless, and it was a lot less expensive to enlist you as a safety officer than to discover a maintenance specialist. If you need hop alarms, jump scare, and creepy animatronic creatures, at that point, this is the game just for you. Next up, we have Into the Dead 2. The excursion through the zombie end of the world in a competition to emancipate and save your family from monsters. Arm yourself with a munitions stockpile of groundbreaking weapons and take the necessary steps to endure and do whatever it takes to survive. Mutilate, cut down, and slaughter the dead, anything to continue moving and keep forwarding. In this present reality, where nobody feels protected, how far will you go to make it out alive? Next up, we have Walking Dead series. The Telltale Definitive Series contains every one of the 4 seasons, 400 days, and Mitch-On, which incorporates more than 50 hours of ongoing interaction across 23 exciting scenes. With graphical upgrades, in the background extra highlights, and dedicated entertainments of exemplary menus, this is the complete method to encounter Clementine's excursion and discover how her story closes. As highlighted in Tegrazone, The Walking Dead is a 5-section game arrangement. Episode 2 to 5 can be bought using in-application, set in a parallel universe as Robert Kirkman's honor-winning performance. Next up, we have Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is an Array 4 vs 1 multiplayer repulsiveness horror game in which one merciless killer chases down 4 survivors attempting to dodge a grisly demise. Players can assume the parts of both killer and survivor in this deadly game of hiding and the stowaway. Dead by Daylight is accessible on PC, Reassure, and now free on a mobile device. Players can take control over both functions of the killer and the sly survivors in Dead by Daylight Mobile. A few players like the heart-throbbing experience of getting away from the killing grounds. The last game of this video is Granny. Granny is a survival horror game spinning around stealth interactivity and gameplay. You're being held hostage by a crazy, dazzle elderly insane, blind old woman who hears everything and ruins around a little 2-level house conveying a bat and dropping leg-ravaging bear traps. Your goal is to get away from home inside 5 days. The day closes, if Granny gets you, by unbarring opening the front entryway or door. So that's the list of 6 best survival horror games for Android and iOS. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel Geek and press the bell icon for more gaming videos.